Hello, happy Friday everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I have an update in the Idaho 4 case. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into what the new information is that has came out in the recent days. Remember I had told you about the two surviving roommates. Dylan was on the second floor and she came in contact and saw the killer. Bethany was on the very bottom floor. Bethany wasn't really brought up a lot. To us, she had been sleeping and didn't wake up till, after everything had occurred, until almost noon when the police were called. But recently, Brian Kohberger's attorney, Ann Taylor, has subpoenaed Bethany Funk to appear at the hearing they're gonna have in June. Now, Bethany Funk is living in Reno, Nevada with her family. Bethany Funk has been fighting this. I don't blame her. She doesn't want to return to Idaho, I'm sure, ever. And she definitely doesn't want to testify on behalf of the defendant, Brian Kohberger. So what's happening is they want her to come and testify at a preliminary hearing. The preliminary hearing is just to see, is there enough evidence to indict Brian Kohberger of these crimes and go to trial? Obviously, I believe that there is more than enough evidence to indict him. Now, on the other hand, you don't have to have a preliminary hearing. You can just have a grand jury hearing. So if the grand jury would meet before the preliminary hearing wouldn't even take place. They would indict him and he would go on to put his plea in, and then they would schedule for the trial. So recently, Bethany was fighting this. Well, they have agreed to an interview. What that means is they will go to Reno. Bethany will have her attorney present and whatever attorneys will be present on behalf of Brian Kohberger's, and they will interview her. It's not like a deposition. She's not sworn in. It is an interview. However, it's probably going to be recorded, and what she says can basically, if it contradicts what she says when she is on the stand for the trial, and there's 99.9% chance she will be called to testify, it can kind of throw her testimony out. So I don't really know what they're thinking she saw or heard, but they're saying that she has exculpatory or may have exculpatory evidence to, get rid of these charges for Brian. And unless she basically saw the murders taking place and it wasn't him, I don't see how this is going to get thrown out from her testimony. So she will give her interview. Let's hope that she has told the prosecutors and remembers everything she told the prosecutors and doesn't contradict herself in any of these interviews or this specific interview. And when they do the interview, they do have like an allotted time for that date. It's not ridiculous. It's like 2 to 3 hours, and they'll record it, but it's a lot less informal, which I think is going to make it easier for her because she won't be back in Idaho on the stand possibly looking at Brian Kohberger in the face. Another bit of information that came out, not as recent as this, but I believe it was a week or two back, was that one of the 4 murdered students, one of their IDs was found to be in possession of Brian Kohberger. They're not saying which one, but one of them was found either at his apartment or at his parents' home. So I don't really know what's gonna happen. I don't know what they want to interview her from. If you can look at the original affidavit, there's a lot of redacted things, meaning there's a lot of things they blacked out on that. And I don't know if that was some of maybe what Bethany had recalled and told police. So maybe that's what they want to talk to her about. I'm not sure. Is it a tactic by the defense? Possibly is, but they think she knows something. There's rumors going around everywhere that Bethany saw someone that night, saw someone run out of the house. But none of it's been validated, or proven to be true. So I guess we'll just have to watch and see what happens, and I will keep you updated. Other than that, have a fabulous Friday, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.